We define a magical act as an act that is an attempt to be miraculous and to create phenomenon that goes against the Newtonian model of the world. We define development exercises as meditations, prayers, yogas, and rituals designed to create changes in the human organism. Although we do not see magic as a self-developmental school of thought, we do know that the process of becoming a magician involves some personal growth and self-development. Our goal is the creation of results and not the creation of spiritual enlightenment. However, we can suggest that religious or spiritual experience seems to be paramount to success as we develop our skills. There is no such thing as a perfect magician. Traditional texts on magic speak of magic being to help create prosperity, but as no magical text has defined how this can be done, this attitude has to be driven out of the definition of magic for all time. Magic present in any religion is just a tradition of that religion and is not magic in its own right. For instance, the magic of Wicca is a religious practice that only Wiccans allow you to do when they feel that you are ready. Christian prayer is part of the magic of the Christian tradition, but again it is not magic. We can exploit these traditions to the point whereby they suit us, but we don't stop our experimentation in accordance with the fears that these cults try and instill in us. Practitioners of religion are believers, and therefore limited by fear, hatred, paranoia, and sectarianism. No one tells the magician when he or she is not or is ready. No spiritualist, magician, diviner, fortune teller, or priest has the moral rights to tell you what any spirit, deity, or supernatural force wants you to do. They may be lying or mad, and the spirit itself may be lying about who he or she is. Always apply reason first, then look to spirit for guidance if necessary. Start with normal means of solving your issues before you seek any other form of help. Many alleged spiritualists, magicians, occultists, and all the rest will very freely impart the opinion of spirit, but like it or not, the opinion is usually that of the spiritualist, magician, diviner, rather than knowledge from above. There are magical traditions in all religions. That does not make a religious person magical and does not make a magical person religious. Nor does it make the following of any religion justified, nor does it make self-professed magicians correct, sane, or superior. Some people feel that people who label themselves as magicians, witches, or many other religious, spiritual, or occult titles are worthy of respect that goes above the normal level of respect they would give anybody else. This is not only untrue, it is an out-and-out lie. They are no more worthy than the hollow opinions that they spout out of their mouths. Being a scholar of the history of various cults and magical orders does not make you a person with any real useful knowledge or skill, but historical or cultural research of this type can assist you in finding out what the historical, rather than current, ideologies, beliefs, and mythologies of the supernatural are about. We understand that spiritual development schools of thought have as their goal to integrate a sick person into human communities. We know that these organizations have value, but magic, not being an organization, is not one of them. A magician can be of any faith or none at all. We take and ascribe the name magician to any non-denominational holy man or woman. We accept that the term magician, magic, magical, and all the rest are insufficient to describe properly what we are, but for the moment they serve a superficial descriptive purpose, namely people who aspire to use or develop psi or PSI phenomenon to the point of controllability, and so as to become people who attempt to be miraculous. We accept that miracles of orthodox religion are either parables, and therefore from a practical magical standpoint useless, or they are very real phenomenon and can be classified as magic, and as such can be achieved under certain circumstances by magic adepts of any faith or none, or a sufficient number of magical adepts in any era. We don't jump to conclusions as to the verity or truth of any alleged supernatural activity that we are presented with by human beings. We don't disbelieve in the supernatural, but we are skeptical of the claims of other humans. We do not accept any concept of positive or negative, good or evil. but we can say that due to the nature of a certain person, a certain influence might be harmful to their survival, and therefore we can do them good through seeking to assist the individual in their survival. Magic is not a religion. The author of this essay has no intention of creating yet another religion in this world, as there are too many already. Although we shun the creation of even more faiths and cults, as religion is predominantly an expression of human neurosis, necessary but maybe undesirable. I do not wish to enter into a debate about that at the moment. At times in the development of our societies, we may at times seek to redress a social or psychological balance through creating another religion. Any benefits that come from the creation of such cults are our rewards, and any pain and misery that comes from the cults or religions that we create are our just suffering. Religion these days is increasingly politicized, and humans have increasingly less respect for the law out of economic or political stress. Our lives may be at risk if we create another political or religious strain in society. We do not fear deities. Gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits, and spirit guides come to us when we call them and not the other way around. We only find that devotional loyalty is useful under some circumstances and is not essential for success. Disloyalty against any deity won't give you misfortune or damn you for eternity. A magician accepts that there is no such thing as higher or lower levels of development, spiritual development and the like, as these are just figments of the imagination of specific religious organizations. However, there are variabilities in levels of skill, variety of skill, quantity and quality of skill. Every magician works through his or her research and experimentation which variety of skills that he or she wishes to develop and sets out to develop those skills. A magician does not care for any religious debate, as all religious debate is debate in a circle. Religious debates can arouse such resentment, hatred, stress, paranoia and fear as to render the magician either powerless or to upset to the point of madness. We understand that religions are often created to satisfy human needs and therefore can only be, at the best, a poor reflection of the true divine, whatever that may be. We may become religious to satisfy certain needs in ourselves, but we see this as a phase in our development rather than following the one and true faith. Magic is also above politics. Magic in its purest sense is without culture and supports nothing at all. It is not a code for moral development. A magician does not state that spiritual entities are real and objective facts of nature, but a magician can relate his or her subjective experience of what has been done, what occurred, what seemed to occur, and the real or alleged results, and no more. A magician does not state the mechanism by which any supernatural phenomenon occurs, as that remains an unknown, except by stating that the mechanism in question is theoretical and therefore arguably not real.